friends, Nibs again, out in the garage, just doing my day 8 installment for the 10 and 10 challenge, 10 guns in 10 days for 2022 challenge, proposed by Tim over at Treetop Outdoors. And I've already done one of these type of guns already, but I really thought that I should do this one because this is probably the most, well, I say probably, it is so far easily the most accurate of these type of guns in my collection. I have several of them out here for display, but I'll just show you a couple of them real quick. I already did a video on this one. This is my Browning model 1922 with its original German holster. Also have a CZ model 27, and this one also has its original German officer holster. Oh, what else we got here? These are older ones. This is a Dreisa 32 ACP as well. That one would have been a World War I vintage gun. A Mauser model 1914. Again, most likely, I mean, they did see some service in World War II, but very little. But that would be a World War I gun. Have a Beretta 1934, which I wanted to include this one because the Germans actually did use a copy of this. They called it the 1935. This is a 34, which is in 380, but this one was actually used by the Italian army. And then the last one out here is a Astra model 300, and this is a cool little gun, and this one also would have been a World War II era German officer's gun. But the one we're going to be doing the video on is, you know, you say, yeah, it kind of looks like a Walther PPK, but I think they may have modeled it loosely after that. But this is a JP Sauer and Sohn. This is a model 38H, and I really like this gun. It's probably got the most generous sights of any of them, and that's probably lends a lot to why I can shoot it so good. But one of the features I like about it is it's a hammerless design. It has a trigger release up on the handle, which is very unusual for German guns of this era. And then the other thing is, so you can rack your round in, and now your hammer would be cocked, but if you want to carry it in a more safe mode, you can decock. This is a decocker here, so when you pull it out of your holster, your first shot would be a long double action, and then it would rack around, and then the subsequent shots would be single action. Or if you had the time, once you got it out of your holster, you could actually recock the gun too, so you got a nice crisp first shot as well. So it has a lot of features that just weren't present on a lot of guns from this day. One of the things that differentiates this one from an older one, and so there's a couple things. So this one, the older ones would have had a slide safety here, but they determined that it was really not necessary with the decocker. So you could cock, and just like today's Glocks and stuff with the double action triggers, they determined that the safety was really kind of redundant. And then the later war production ones would have actually been not nearly as nicely blued and finished as these. They would have been very crudely machined, but still missing the safety. So if it has a safety, it's probably pre-World War II or very early World War II. If it doesn't have a safety but it's nicely finished like this one, then it's mid, probably 42, 43, and then beyond that, it would have been pretty roughly finished just to get them out the door. So, but I'll link down below a link to a couple of videos that I shot this head to head against some of these other ones, and literally just blew them away as far as accuracy goes. So I thought this one really warranted being part of this challenge because of that accuracy more than anything. But there you go. There is another look at it. Now, some of these were stamped with German proof marks, the so-called Nazi proof marks, and others that saw military service were not. So this one does not have those markings, but it doesn't mean that it did not see service. But anyway, so there's my day 8 installment, the JP Sauer 38H. It's kind of funny they call it a 38H when it's a 32 ACP, but I think because it began production in 1938 is where they got that from. But anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Till next time, have a great day.